As children, we were told that our world once had heroes. Fairy tales to inspire hope in a world with none. As far back as anyone could remember, mankind had been at war with itself. Orphaned, like so many, I survived by the sword and my wits. Neither of which kept me from being sent to a labor camp. It would have been a death sentence had I not made a friend. Avil kept me safe, and I kept him sane. And together, we would change the course of history. Avil, did you make it to Delorum?
Yes. I've almost reached the village of Tablis. You were right, Sandra. This place is completely untouched by the invasion.
Have you made contact with the Royal Army?
No. And I'm not exactly getting a warm reception from the locals.
I'm sure they can be seduced by your charms. I was joking, sort of. They may, however, find you more appealing than the jackals about to descend on Tablis.
In moments like this, I actually find myself missing your company, Sandra. How long do I have before the jackals arrive?
Not long. If you don't act quickly, the villagers will be slaughtered. I've teleported escape crystals onto the battlefield. You need only use one of the runestones I gave you to activate them. I'll leave you to it.
Someone help!
The jackals are hunting down civilians. Use your basic attacks to slay them before they slaughter the villagers. Great work. Now charge the crystal to activate the portal and rescue the civilian.
I don't understand what's happening. What are those things? Who are you?
My name is Avil, the last of the Sentinels. I am here to ready your people for war.
I don't know anything about fighting monsters.
There is something you can do for your people. Something that will save thousands of lives.
Tell me what to do, and I'll do it.
Take this gemstone, and personally see that your king receives it. And when he does, tell him to speak my name into the stone.
The enemy has started killing civilians! Avil, you must act quickly! Civilians are dying, Avil. You must help them! These refugees are lucky you showed up in time. If you're ever lost, you can review your objectives at any time. Some people have climbed onto their rooftops to hide from those monsters. Too bad I'm not much of a climber myself.
If I jump onto the side of the building, I can climb up the wall to reach the top.
Nice job, Avil. Keep up the good work.
Gods, save me! Is this really safe? Thanks, I guess. I am in your debt, Sentinel.
Thank goodness someone's come to help me. I climbed up here to try and escape those beasts, but now I can't get down.
You're safe now.
That was just nasty.
I always believed the legends. Thank you, Sentinel.
Avil, congratulations. You're still alive.
Portals are opening, as you said they would. I was able to send many of the townspeople to safety.
It isn't enough.
I know. I sent your speaking stone off to the king. We'll see if he, in his royal wisdom, sees fit to make an alliance, or if he is as foolish as those who fell before him.
I know how you feel, but we're out of options. We will need to coordinate with the royal forces to fight the coming hordes, and we're going to need them soon.
The jackals I killed, they were scouts.
Yes. I hope you're ready, because the Raveni will be attacking soon. Has King Euro made contact yet?
So far, nothing but silence.
Avil, we will need alliances to win this war. The most expedient way to convince the king of our intent is to continue fighting for his people and defending his cities. And when you do speak with the king, may I suggest employing a morsel of diplomacy?
I will think on it, Sandra. Now, tell me of our enemy. What is their location? Last we spoke, they were on course for Petrol.
You've arrived just in time. The Horde has almost reached the city limits. Now go, and show the people of Petrol how a Raveni dies. Executing Raveni requires rune energy. Charge your rune energy by killing jackals and rescuing civilians. Good to see my portals are holding up.
I should use my dodge to avoid jackal attacks.
Admit it, Avil. You're enjoying yourself out there.
You saved the right man. I am a spice trader, the richest in all of Delorum. Anything you want, my friend, I will make it yours.
I need you to simply send a message to your king. I gave him the means to contact me directly. Have him do so immediately.
Thank you! Gods protect you!
civilians are dying, Avil. You must help them.
Save me!
What is this tower?
We use the watchtowers to keep an eye out for threats. From the top, you can see far beyond the outskirts of Petrol.
I bet climbing the watchtowers would give me a better vantage point.
I could have sworn that one had you beat. These refugees are lucky you showed up in time. Look who's early. Avil, get after that Reveni before he starts destroying the town.
If it weren't for your noble efforts, I would be dead.
This is only the beginning. If any of us are going to survive what's coming, I need your king to work with me.
I have a contact on the court. I will send urgent word.
I knew we could count on you!
Squishy little things, aren't they? Avil, you remember how this works. Hold your rune strike and aim at the Reveni's armor and limbs. Release rune strike to attack. Careful, Avil. Find cover to regain your health. Avil, hold your rune strike and aim at the Reveni's armor to destroy it. Nice work! Keep going! Great job, Avil. Removing a Reveni's armor and severing its limbs also charges your rune energy. Once you have enough, you will be able to execute the Reveni. Now aim your rune strike just below the Reveni's knee to sever its leg. Please be more careful, Avil.
I'm saved! I am saved!
Remember, Avil, when a Reveni's limbs are exposed, you can target them with your rune strike. Aim your rune strike at the Reveni's leg, just under the knee. When it glows, release your rune strike to attack the leg. Now finish this! Climb to the base of the Reveni's skull. The ogre's neck will glow when you can target it for your rune strike. Now, Avil, execute the Raveni. Severing a Raveni's limb will only hinder them momentarily. After a short time, the Raveni will regenerate its severed limbs. Great work, Avil. That's one less Raveni we have to kill.
It's a drop in the ocean. If we don't begin coordinating our efforts with the Royal Army, we will soon be overrun by their numbers.
When word of your bravery reaches the king, he will be compelled to trust you.
And while we wait for the fool king to gather his courage, the Raveni marshal their forces.
You are more right than you know. Another horde is approaching, and this one is better armed.
The next town will not be as fortunate as the last.
Avil, you've arrived just in time. The first of the Raveni are already approaching the town.
I see you finished deploying the escape crystals as well. I'll slay this monster, and save as many as I can.
Avil, that Raveni seems to be wearing some kind of heavy armor. Are you sure you can handle it?
You worry about getting your crystals to the surrounding town, Sandra. I'll worry about the Raveni.
Avil, remember. Executing Raveni requires rune energy. Charge your rune energy by killing jackals and rescuing civilians.
This iron armor looks to be bound by large iron locks. I'll try taking those out first. This Raveni is no match for my blade. I should build more rune energy.
Severing a Raveni's limb will only hinder them momentarily. After a short time, the Raveni will regenerate its severed limbs.
I can use my rune strike on the locks. Time to kill a Raveni. my rune strike on the locks.
Careful, Avil. Find cover to regain your health. Oh, that one looked like it really hurt.
Is no match for my blade. Aim my rune strike carefully to hit those locks.
Avil, valid rune strike targets will glow when you aim at them.
No challenge at all. I need to aim for the base of the neck.
Nice work, Avil. These people owe you their lives.
This time, Sandra. But what of the next? And the next? Without the King's aid, we're relegated to a single battlefield, while the Reveni push forward on multiple fronts.
You're right, Avil. Which is why we must convince him to join us. This war will not be won by swords alone.
This is King Euro, ruler of Dolorum. You have requested an audience?
This is Avil, the last Sentinel, and I wish to strike an alliance with your highness.
Was it your sorcery that created this speaking stone?
My ally, Xandra, crafted this instrument, and others from the weapons of our enemies.
If your boons are so great, why do you seek an alliance?
King Yarrow, I cannot be everywhere. At this moment, I am approaching Moltnema, where a deadly horde approaches.
Moltnema? No, that's too soon. I dispatched a garrison to the city, but they won't arrive in time. If you are as skilled as I have heard, Avil, then please, save as many of my people as you can.
Good to see my portals are holding up. Avil, if too much of the town is destroyed or its people killed, we will have failed. Now go behead a Reveni. Nice work. Keep going.
The Reveni are destroying my kingdom!
Your work here isn't done yet. That Reveni you just executed wasn't the only one on its way to Moltnema. It looks like this Reveni brought along a friend. You'll have to face them both. When you execute a Reveni, your rune energy will begin to drain. You will need to build it up again in order to execute another Reveni. Avil, you must protect the city and its people. If it falls, we have lost.
I need my rune energy fully charged to execute this Reveni.
Nice work! Keep going!
must persevere. My people are dying, Avil. You cannot let this happen.
Careful, Avil. Find cover to regain your health.
I need my rune energy fully charged to execute this Reveni.
Reveni forces are destroying the city. Avil, you must stop them. Job. Keep it up. Avil, valid rune strike targets will glow when you aim at them.
I need my rune energy fully charged to execute this Reveni.
Avil, if too much of the town is destroyed or its people killed, we will have failed.
Time to kill a Reveni.
Now, Avil, execute the Reveni.
I'll have to charge up my rune energy to take this thing down.
You fought bravely, Avil. Thank you. Many of my people owe you their lives.
We are still losing too many.
I agree. Your ally,
Xandra.
she creates your weapons.
The Reveni use a rare mineral to travel between worlds. Xandra was able to fabricate this talking stone, and our own portals, from similar materials.
I have at my disposal some of the most gifted alchemists, and even they do not understand the properties of this talking stone.
Xandra is brilliant in many ways. Yet as skilled as we are, she and I will not be enough to win this war. Will you combine your forces with our own to defeat this enemy, Your Highness?
Initially, I was reluctant to believe your claims. I had always thought the Sentinels to be a myth, a story to put children to bed.
And now?
I believe.